Good morning, you guys. My peeps, my lovelies. It's a new day. The thought I had this morning was when something goes on over here, for some reason, there's like a distraction. There's a look over here, look over here. You know, it's often employed in politics. If somebody's doing something behind the scenes and doesn't want you or anybody to know about it, there's a strategy of like, here it is happening, but really this thing is happening. You intentionally set off some sort of event to absorb somebody's attention so they don't see what's right in front of them. And it made me think of the magician energy of, I'll redirect your attention. It could be even a positive thing. You know, like when you're a little kid, and I mean, that's not really so positive, but when you're a little kid and you're going to get a shot or something like that, and the doctor, does something to distract you from the fact that this thing is coming. As a protection, so you don't get too scared. And it's so sudden because you're not afraid, anticipating that, Look over here. Look over here. We have the Page of Swords. It's a card of study, of understanding, but it's a page energy. It's at the very beginning. And it could be construed as somebody not seeing it coming. Here, let me take this off. Ugh. I get distracted by the glare in my own glasses, and then I reveal, these bags on my eyes. I can just hear people like clicking off. Oh, not this woman again with her insecurities. This might be a slightly insecure energy too. It's tentative. Do I understand this? And I think it's like, can I believe what I see? Swords indicate understanding, the ability to see something clearly. And if this kind of thing is going on, so there's something happening in your peripheral, just out of direct sight. You can even see this character looking toward, did I see that? Did I? Maybe looking toward the distraction rather than at the thing that maybe somebody is trying to get their attention away from what matters. King of Swords. I don't think King of Swords would be, on the table, this was looking this way. King of Swords is clear about things, not easily distracted, believes in what they believe in, has a kind of standard can be analytical, can assess a situation rather than paying attention to what they feel about it. He, she, they. And King of Swords here is drawing their sword. And looking at this character who has their back turned to them. That's a little threatening. Okay. Let's see, what are the intentions of King of Swords with this sort of sword drawn in a way that's a little bit threatening? Bottom of the deck, Fool. First card in Major Arcana. No, it's not. See, I don't have I'm going to put these back on and deal with the distraction of the reflection. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles. In a sense, what it shares with Fool energy is individual agency. Fool acts on their own impulse, sometimes overly impulsive. Let's begin. I'm not going to think about this. I'm just going to do it. This is also individual energy, but in a different way than Fool, which can be, leap before you look. This is somebody who's very stable, who knows themselves, who's satisfied with where they are. Who's got an environment that over time, they've built for themselves an authentic place to live, to be who they are. There's no dissembling here. Earth energy, I'm not hiding from anything. And then 4 of Cups, card of inertia, in this case, she's sitting like this as if she's considering something with her eyes shut and doesn't see this opportunity for an important connection. She's caught up in some kind of waiting game. And maybe she has, because, Cups are cards of feelings, of connection, of love, of also the lack of those things. And there's this opportunity right there that she may have conjured up, but she's not seeing it. She's not seeing that Ace of Cups. Something that came to her in a dream, maybe, and she can't see it in real life. Page of Swords, which comes right above her, is is a card of, I need more information. I'm trying to see something or understand it or learn about it. And I also see this as, she's about to be woken out of her reverie. he, she, they. Six of Pentacles. She may need help. Or she may be able to give help because this person is independent and self-sufficient. Yeah, I'm really confused about the dynamics here. Six of Pentacles is an equal exchange. And the help is being, you know, it's like the trickle-down economics. The guy who has the resources giving a little bit here and a little bit there and a little bit there. Nobody's getting a whole lot. There are, in fact, 4 demands made on this person, and they're real. They're not, he's not wrong about this, he, she, they. People are dependent on this person. It might be on a King of Swords. I think he understands, he, she, they, whoever is this clear king who's willing to cut away okay, this is High Priestess. A different kind of knowing. A different kind of seeing. High Priestess, you know, sees what's not there, hears what no one else can hear. On the basis of their intuition, it's divine feminine energy. Of somebody who reconciles, you know, sees beyond the veil of opposites. She can tolerate the mystery of, you know, it's not an easy thing to channel things from beyond into 3D. You can't, everybody has to have their direct experience of this. It's like a secret knowledge. How do I become whole? That's something everybody has to discover for themselves, to learn more about who they are. What does wholeness for me mean? King of Swords, you know, is in some sort of energy of willing to see it in a fresh way. And I think he's dealing with the divine feminine. Somebody, and it's somebody who operates, you know, first and foremost in the energy of the mystery. The, you know, occult means what can't be seen clearly. Like occluded vision, but somebody who works with those energies. I see it as a card of Cancer. You know, and Cancer is feelings energy. And High Priestess is a visionary. Maybe there is an opportunity for love coming in for somebody who's already giving a lot, but maybe to the wrong people. they are in need, but it's sort of like, I don't know, what's it like? Seven of Pentacles on Four of Cups. This is also the ability to grow more. You know, through hard work and effort and time to replenish one's own energy. On Moon card, on High Priestess, we have Three of Cups. Also water energy, like High Priestess. Giving to the wrong people. Could be, you know, could be a card of third party. That this King of Swords has involved somebody who's good on their own and single. Into some, not necessarily romantic, you know, third party situation, a menage a trois where you have three lovers and nobody really has committed to any one relationship. And there's a little bit of that too in this, the way I'm reading Six of Pentacles, giving to too many people. So it doesn't necessarily need to be a romantic partner, but it's something that or a situation where people need to be constantly reassured. I'll give to you too. And this is a card of like inertia, of waiting, of falling asleep. What's that? Falling asleep. You know, when you should be paying attention. Falling asleep at the wheel, something like that. Because somebody's in this dreamy state of trying to manifest that opportunity for love. Something's draining their resources. You know, something they worked long and hard for is getting siphoned off. On Six of Pentacles, we have Page of Cups. Maybe after the siphoning off of the energy, of the resources, of the time, of the investment, they can give a page's energy, which is a young kind of undeveloped, immature, just in that sense of not like spoiled or bratty or anything like that, but it's just at the beginning. Pages are can be messages, could be an apology. I left you waiting for this cup. Or, you know, you waited for this cup. I don't think this, whoever's the waiting person, can put on anybody else what they felt. You know, they felt what they felt. Somehow they have to take responsibility if they were waiting and waiting. Six of Pentacles, maybe for a very long time, 6 years, while this person doled things out to other people who were legitimately in need. And on 3D level of everyday life, yes, this person is here and proud of, this new feeling. They've done they've put in effort. Still confused. What do we need to learn from this situation? What's the lesson? The Page of Sword energy. I got more information, maybe? Oh, yeah. King of Cups. This is the matured energy. The new energy. One cup. Here we got Poseidon himself, Lord of the ocean. Master of their own feelings, exultant in their feelings. And he's holding up 2 cups now, not 3. And actually the second one, in one hand he has a cup, in the other hand, I think it's his scepter. If so, there's a manifestation, this for being able to envision it, and then to bring it through. Sometimes King of Cups is can be so full of emotion that they're overwhelmed. The little fish that was in the cup, is now leaping over this person's head. It's on the loose. It's love on the loose. Love on the loose. On the basis of Page of Swords, some new understanding or new message or new inspiration. They're meeting this High Priestess in her own energy. And there's something about that distraction thing. Tell me about this 9 of Pentacles. Self-sufficient one, present, able to take care of herself. Not somebody who's waiting for the handout. All about self-care in the 3D. I'll spend my precious time. I don't hemorrhage resources. I don't give it away to the point where I only have a cup's worth left. Nine of Pentacles is abundant, has created their own reality. 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups. I think maybe this King of Swords, who is very analytical and inclined to be pulled back from relationship, has learned how to feel. Has learned how to feel. Okay, and on King of Swords, we have Five of Cups, a card of anguish, of being out in the cold, of being in separation. And it could be like, because King of Swords can be cold, can be analytical, can be ignoring their feelings. But something has drawn this person's attention away from cold analysis that kept them out on the outside of situations, has learned something about how to love. King of Cups, Two of Cups. Learned how to love. And they may have, in a weird way, been holding back because this person was self-sufficient. All these other people need me. You know, they're using up my my ability to connect in a meaningful way. I don't have that much to give. I've been over-giving, Six of Pentacles. Spending my time and investment trying to manifest love in my life, but only able to get a cup's worth. I'm being drained. On the 3D, this person may have lost a lot of money, or, you know, in some way made a false investment in what they believe to be true from this analytical perspective, and it left them with no resources at all, out in the cold. But that somehow was the necessary precursor, that came first, so that they would start to learn, Page of Swords, the lessons of the heart, kind of from scratch. From Page of Swords to King of Swords. This is sort of like from scratch. I think this divine feminine intuited, she could see it. She got the vibrations, I think, that they were giving elsewhere. In that cup's energy, she could feel it. She could feel that they were being sapped. And it left her in a state of he, she, they. Remember, genders, timing, and even whether this story applies to you. It may apply in somehow where the roles are reversed. But I think High Priestess could feel it. If they were being drained, it drained her as well. Him, her, their, them, they. Tarot doesn't care about genders. It's about the energy. Okay, tell us about this, the love of the single person, who they may have left out in the cold. They were busy analyzing. Now they're learning how to love. Tower. You know, the old way has exploded. They can no longer overgive to the point where all they have to offer a divine feminine is this apology. And the apology may not go well. Like they may have burned their bridges. Burn their bridges. Devil card. It's a card of attachment, of fear, of not being able to free oneself from the grip of something perhaps toxic. The universe steps in and gets these people out of their tower. Because there are two people being blasted out of the tower, and there are two people, one in each hand of this devil energy, which is the inverse of lovers. You know, it looks the same. The imagery on the card, at least in traditional Rider-Waite, looks the same as the Lover's card, except it's more about attachment than about love. And I think this person may have been struggling for a long time to get out of this situation that was draining their resources and draining their ability to connect in a real way down, you know, progressively more and more and more, until the universe steps in and says, no more of that. You know, we've waited a long time for you to do this. And this is Scorpio energy. This is about feelings, cups energy. You know, now we're going to give you a hand by blowing up this old relationship, which was codependent. You know, time is somehow running out. And then, boom, you know, the universe makes it happen. From Devil to Ten of Wands, yeah, the burden is being put down. It's still being carried. It's like, I think this person is trying to get out of it, trying to wrap up a cycle. To lay the burden down. And the universe basically wraps it up for them. What precedes this card, which is a 16 card, is the 15 card, Devil. Maybe there was some kind of, the universe steps in and goes, right, you're out of this situation. But there was still some codependency or need to work through. This is a card of Capricorn, card of work, hard work, real work, to free themselves. You know, like a lingering attachment. And that's being let go. I'm putting down the burden of this codependency. On Tower, we have Hermit. That's the major arcana equivalent of 9 of Pentacles, that single individual. And you can see here how she's sort of guarding her light. You know, she's in solitude. She's guarding. There's a guarded energy here in earth energy. Like whatever, you know, it's a card of withdrawal into solitude. I think this big thing happened, Tower, that blew up some sort of codependency, and it might have been something she was attached to. But this is like detachment of a spiritual nature. You know, I've got to protect the light. You know, and in some ways this is a card of the dark, of shadow side, of what we don't know, we can't see, we're not willing to look at or let go of. So this person went into a period of withdrawal in earth energy. Virgo. We have Virgo and we have Capricorn here. We have somebody freeing themselves and then going inside to really protect themselves from this blow up. I don't think the Hermit person was involved in this, wasn't like directly involved in this codependent situation, but she was nevertheless, you know, her inner wisdom told her, don't tangle with this. Pull back. Protect your light. Under Devil, we have Hierophant, another earth energy card. So we have Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus, all the earth energies. Protect yourself. And again, the two figures in the hands of the devil, there are two figures here, you know, kneeling before this, and I don't think it's a higher power. Because this guy looks down on them. You know, this is like, you owe your allegiance to me. And under 10 of Wands, 9 of Wands. Sorry, 5 of, oh God, I do this a lot because it always looks to me like a Wands card, all the branches. But it's not, it's 5 of Cups. 5 in feelings energy, and 5 in Hierophant, the major arcana card. Of this slightly snotty, I mean, this is the inner wisdom, the inner sage, the one who protects their light. I think this is somebody who purports to be in touch with their higher power. But it's sort of like, I am and you're not. You get there through me. And that 5 in major arcana, earth energy of like, this is how we do it. This is how we've always done it. Leaves somebody trapped in sadness. We have a lot of 5s here, which indicate the need for change. I mean, at the very least, we have 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, Hierophant. And again, this third-party business. You know, somebody may have been sad about having to leave a committed relationship. Or they're bucking the system somehow. And the universe is helping. Can you, I mean, this King of Cups sees this strongest connection with the single person, the free person, the person who is self-contained, not codependent or not draining them. Yeah, we have a card of Libra here, of equality, of fairness, of justice, of the need to make something fair. Can also be like a legal system. To restore balance in something. And I mean, because this is an imbalanced energy. You know, I expect you to bow to me. No, I won't let you go. Even if you want to. But that balance has been restored. The imbalance of the 6 of Pentacles and of Devil. Yeah, we're moving on from that. Moving on. In Sword energy, there's a new understanding about where to go, a calmer place, a clearer place. Out of this 5 of Cups, having overgiven, you know, Cups energy to other connections. Having divided your resources, somebody did in so many, amongst so many things that they drained themselves. Well, they're back. They're back. And they want a connection with this 9 of Pentacles person. Something may have been balanced through the legal system. You know, a fair, objective, just decision that everybody has to, it's like a definitive decision, and it's a decision to move on. from this Five of Cups thing that drains feelings. Sword energy is now working very much in somebody's favor. Major Arcana card of Libra. I think King of Swords is moving on from some, may have been released from a karmic contract. Finally, this cycle is brought to a close. And then what? And then what? And then what? Right. Love it. Queen of Cups. You know, it's like love can be restored. There's the match. King of Cups, Queen of Cups, Two of Cups. I think it'll take a little time for this person who's depleted their resources down to, you know, basically squat, to replenish. It's like regrowing, and I'm getting like, I mean, this is weird, but, you know, there are some animals that when they lose a limb can regrow the limb. Out of this Five of Cups situation, where somebody's been stuck in sadness for a long time, and now they're on the move. Maybe literally on the move. Out of this period of isolation, you know, they're like right on the brink of it. Two of Wands. A decision has been made, you know, about where to go, globe in hand. A direction, Wands energy can speak to direction, has been chosen. Out of inertia. Right. So, I think somebody has decided to head toward the person who loves them. The true match, not the Six of Pentacles, everybody needs me situation. They've like regrown their capacity to love, that lost limb, that lost connection. Okay. There was sacrifice involved. Wounded warrior card, like that limb that was, that connection that was severed. There were certain connections, there were certain relationships that needed to be severed because they were draining somebody's resources, draining their life force, you know, draining them for real in 3D of what they valued, of what they'd worked for. And there's a liberation. And these two, even though they've spent a long time apart, there's been sacrifice and hurt. Now there's a turning toward, you know, having chosen a new direction. And it's toward their match, toward their Two of Cups. To honor this new connection. And it leads to Ten of Pentacles. This is a long-term relationship. This is a long-term connection. May have been a long time apart. may have made you feel out in the cold and without resources. Somebody made the wrong decision, and it sent you right back to yourself, to work on yourself. And I think that needed to happen, to build back your strength. You know, this is a combining of resources. Nobody's out in the cold in this situation. You know, it can be two families merging, two people merging. Whatever it is, it's based on love, not on codependency. Because, you know, one of you, and perhaps both of you, is now independent. 9 of Pentacles, 9 in Major Arcana, in that same earth energy. And in that same earth energy, this is like being able to merge families, and 3D. Because I think this King of Pentacles person who was cold and, you know, perhaps put you out in the cold, has now learned how to feel and how to love. And they love the single person and want, you know, and feel that that this connection merits doesn't belong in sadness. They're able to see a way forward, and they may be even now on the move to equal things up. We have 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, putting down the burden of one thing in favor of sharing resources with somebody else equally. Having an equal share in something. We have on the board the Scorpio energy of Tower, that codependent hanging on, being in the snare. Remember that image of having to grow the new limb because you've pulled away from something? Devil energy being obliterated. And this devil energy sits right atop some sort of contract that held somebody back. A relationship that held somebody back. Now the weight is being put down, and there's a coming back into balance, righting a wrong, renegotiating a contract, something like that. Okay, sorry. So we have Scorpio, Capricorn, Virgo, Libra, Taurus. You know, a lot of action on the deep level of the psyche. What is happening in everyday life is supporting this liberation, this recalibration. And all the major arcana except this High Priestess. You know, everything's playing out in 3D now, but on the basis of this escape, liberation from the toxic thing. into the balance thing. I get like renegotiating some contract that may have been holding not only you, but both parties in the contract back. Now there's a reinvestment, long term, in the connection that is authentic. It can come into 3D. Even if it didn't, you're okay. But there is, from this single place to this blending of families or energies or resources between the two of you. Because there is a two of you, Two of Cups. Like a pure connection, not a codependent. Those feelings, whatever held this relationship back in the realm of feelings has been liberated. So get ready. Somebody's made a decision to travel, to come in. They're on their way. We get that again and again. And it's sort of like, and there's a movie called, it's Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And at one point, the guys in search of the Holy Grail can see it in the distance, and they're traveling toward it. And they travel toward it, and then suddenly there's a reset, and they have to do it again. And there's a reset, and they have to do it again. I think there have been many attempts. Now there's a swift movement forward. Something's been brought into balance. I think that's good news. Toxicity behind us. Wonderful promise of something clearer, cleaner, more truthful, more transparent ahead. And I think what gets revealed is this Two of Cups, the potential to blend resources. The clinking of the cups, like, here we go. Here we go. Till next time, thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing if you're so inclined. You can also join, get a membership in the channel, which brings you some more readings for a very small amount. And you can unjoin at any juncture. But I invite you to do that if you move to. I'll see you next time. Oh, this was a long one, juicy one.